Video. In today's video I will show you how to mix HTML as well as the canvas or the webgl components inside your inside any kind of a web application, but in our case I will be using next.js. So here you can see there is an text saying one. So if I move my cursor over here, it shows a detail about this particular section. So if I try to rotate my model, here you can see that the one remains, the position of one is fixed, so it won't move. Okay, so if I move it too much, then it disappears. If I come back, it remains the same. If I move it too much, then again it will disappear. Okay, so that is the purpose of this video. I will again refresh it. So here you can see I will show this loading bar, and after that only the one will appear. So if you want to show some kind of a detailed description to your 3D model, you can use this. Mixing HTML and WebGL, try to avoid it as much as possible, but because it does cause some performance issues, but like it depends on how much elements you have. If there are too much, then it will cause a lot of performance issue. If there are only few canvas element or few HTML element, then I don't think it would cause much performance issue, but it is advisable to avoid it as much as possible. Okay, so let's get started. So as usual, if you haven't watched my previous video, do check it out because I won't go in much detail over here. So all I have done is that I'm using next.js, as you might be aware, and then I'm using use client. After that I'm using this, all these are the imports which I'm using, and this is how you import styles inside next.js. Okay, so we don't need this, okay, I will comment this out. Then I have created two reference, a loading bar reference and a div reference. You might already be aware of the loading bar reference. Next, so I will first show you the HTML elements. I have also another reference for our label. Now this is our loading bar reference, so this is the div. Now this entire thing is for that label which I am showing one, as well as the detailed description which I am showing, and this is our canvas element. Make sure you put this at the before our canvas element, because we want this ref to be initialized before this canvas ref to be initialized. Otherwise it causes lot of issues. Like I have put this after canvas and I was using use state, I was using use reference as well as use callback, and it was causing a lot of issues. It wasn't working as expected. So that's why I have put it before. Okay, and you now coming over to the styles, like I won't explain too much about the styles, but here are some of the styles which I have written. Okay, so you can just check it out for now. As you can see, I'm using z index. That's why this div element should come above the canvas element. Okay, so yeah, these are the only styles which I'm using. Next, we will go to our callback. First I have created a variable called is scene ready. So this scene ready will help us to show that label, and here I have created a point. Okay, and here I have set some position. Now suppose you want to display position 2 as well, so here you can add another point. Okay, so here you can add something like this, position then just change the position to whatever you want, as well as the element to whatever you want. Just change this as well as this, so that's why you can add multiple points if you want to. Next, I have created an overlay geometry as well as an overlay material, and I have used normal shader. You don't need to use shaders, you can just use normal material as well, mesh material. Then I have created another overlay, and inside after this I have created a loading manager. Okay, so this is just from previous tutorials which I have shown you, and here you can see like this where did it go? So this callback tells us when a scene is ready. So here I am changing the variable to 2. Like I have added another 2 seconds because sometimes it happens very quick, that's why. And this is for in progress callback. Next, this is our gltf loader and cube texture loader. Here this is our environment, same as usual, updating our materials, loading our gltf model. And this is the raycaster. Why this raycaster is used for this? So if I scroll too much, this one should disappear. Okay, if I scroll here too much, this that's why this raycaster is used. Then this is same as usual, directional light, adding overlay to our scene. Then this is size, camera, orbit controls. This is our renderer, same as usual. Here is for resize, this is for double click. And inside the tick here, once you update our control, first I will check if there are any points or not. If yes, then is the scene ready or not, as well as the label ref should not be equal to null. Then I will loop over these points. Okay, and what I will do, I will get the screen position, then I project over our camera, and here I will use the raycaster, and from that I will get the intersects from intersects object. And if I will check if it is equal to 0, then I will change the style dot transform to scale equal to 1 or 1. And there is another way, like I didn't really understand this, but this is from the documentation. Depending on that, you can change the style again. So that's what I'm doing to hide that one text. And this is for the point dot element dot style dot transform, and I'm just changing the translation of it. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.